I now have the pleasure of having a conversation with Cynthia Kroeker from Access Fort Garry.
Thank you so much for having me, Jim. Thank you to Victoria Hospital Foundation, CJNU for having me, and for the team who's making this green space, which is why I'm here to talk, a reality. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And what is your role at Access Fort Garry?
So my role at Access Fort Garry is I am an addictions counselor, and I work specifically with teenagers and young adults, ages 12 till 21. And Access Fort Garry, as you know, it's a building full of different services, and it's a welcoming space, and there's a lot of collaboration.
Where is it located?
It's at 135 Plaza Drive. It's a colorful building, the corner of Abenogi-Niknak and Pembina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I sit on a mental health team there. There's a lot of services. It's a great team. We've got some psychiatrists, psychologists, mental health clinicians, clinical specialists, and a lot of collaboration with the other programs in the building. Like primary care, I can walk a youth down for walk-in if they have any medical concerns when they come and see me. Public health, so many amazing programs that are out of that building.
Okay, and what are the barriers for the youth to get and young adults to get into this counseling and addictions help?
Yeah, like any services, unfortunately, there are a few barriers for accessing help. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to reduce those barriers as much as we can. So one of the things anecdotally that I noticed in working with the youth there at the Access Fort Garry is that sometimes, because I'm working with youth who have experienced childhood trauma, maybe some attachment concerns, sometimes it's hard to walk into a new building and meet a new person, even if they know that it could be helpful for them. And so I have been meeting young people in the parking lot, or sitting on the lawn in front of the building, just to try to ease that transition. And so
that's out of choice, or is that?
Yes, I want to do whatever I can to help youth feel comfortable here at Access and Counseling.
Are there issues about whether there's an adult with them at the time that you're counseling them, or?
No, so I welcome support. So if a young person is wanting to have a support with them when they come in and especially meet me for the first time, then yes, they're welcome to bring their supports.
But they don't need one.
They do not need one. No, they can access.
That helps.
Yeah, that helps for sure. So what I was noticing is some youth were just being a little bit overwhelmed and to enter into the building. So when the Victoria Health Foundation offered for the staff at Access Fort Garry to come up with some ideas to help with the community and serve the community, I gave the idea of maybe a clinical outdoor setting, and the mental health team I work with were in big support of that as well. And the management team and the team at Access Fort Garry were thrilled with the idea, and they've been putting in a lot of hours and a lot of efforts to making this become a reality.
Where is the green space going to be located?
The green space is going to be located right behind the building, or depending on where you're looking at it. So from the parking lot and kind of curved around the building, and it's going to be a welcoming, accessible space. I think that the youth that I work with and the folks that come and access services at the Access Fort Garry Center.
So this will be at Plaza Drive? This
will be at Plaza Drive, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be welcoming and a really great therapeutic tool for people.
I'm back in conversation with Cynthia Kroeker, and she's going to tell us how this new green space is going to work.
I'm really excited about this new green space because it can promote some movement in therapy and clinical settings. As we know, our bodies are like highways for emotions, so it's so important for us to be able to release the emotions that we have, and movement is great for that. Also, we can teach mindfulness in an outdoor setting, appreciate the wind and the sound of the birds and all the visuals. Those beautiful distractions can be helpful sometimes when we're talking about heavy stuff.
I notice when I'm looking out in my backyard, I'm loving to see all the birds and the squirrels running along the fence. And yes, so I can understand outdoors being important. So how can people help get involved in support of the green space?
That's right. So people can donate by calling the Victoria Health Foundation at 204-477 3513 or online at thevicfoundation.ca. And thank you again for all the generous donors.
What about volunteer opportunities? Will there be any?
I don't know that, but I'll get back to you on that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Cynthia, and have a great day.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay.